right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dion Michelle from Love, Life, and the Law. And this is What Can You Deal With? If you've watched this show for any period of time, you know that I love Mama Green. Mama Green is one of the wisest people I have ever known, and she gives some of the best advice ever. One day, Mama Green and I were talking about relationships. And I was just maybe complaining about how crazy my life was, how crazy a relationship was, or something like that. And Mama Green said something like this. Well, baby, you know everybody got problems. You just have to find the person with the problems that you can live with. I don't know if truer words have ever been spoken. Think about that. Every single one of us has something that's undesirable. You might snore. Maybe you complain too much. Maybe you spend too much money. Maybe you are somebody who's lazy. Maybe you don't take enough baths. I mean, I hope that that's not the circumstance that you're dealing with, but it's a thing. It's a thing. Maybe a person can't keep a job. Maybe a person has everything all together, but something's a little off kilter. Something's just not quite right, and something doesn't feel right. I've said this before, but I was watching an old comedy special with Chris Rock, and he said, listen, you got to love the crust of a person. He didn't say person, but I'm going to keep it PG. He said you got to love the crust of a person. But more than that, you have to be even. The Bible talks about being evenly yoked. Whoever that person is that you're with, you have to be whatever they are, or at least balance them out. He said a Bible thumper can't be with a crackhead and vice versa. Something's going to go wrong. So here's the deal. If you're evenly yoked, know also that you got problems. And maybe you're the reason that stuff is not working out exactly the way that it should. Because everyone has problems. Then the question becomes, is the person that you're with the person that has the problems that you can live with? Listen, that's something you have to decide. But the first step is to understand, acknowledge, accept, deal with the fact that we all have problems. I am absolutely not perfect. It's so much stuff about me that even drives me crazy about me. Somebody that's going to be with me, you got to be a special individual. All of this stuff y'all see where I'm talking and all that kind of stuff, here's the weird thing. I'm actually an introvert. I'll get on that on a whole different show. But I'm an introvert. So when I do stuff like this, it sucks some of the life out of me. It takes a lot of effort. So whoever is going to love me and be with me, they have to understand that when I finish working, I need peace and quiet. I just need to be alone, kind of in a dark room, to give myself a chance to be replenished. And then I can come out and hopefully give you what you need for the day. That's one of my problems. And at least I'm honest about it. I can also be argumentative. Go figure, a lawyer that's argumentative. Yes, I can be argumentative. I don't mean to be. Some of it is just in me. So if that's the case, maybe you don't want, I probably can't be with the person who was the leader of the debate team. I might not do that well with another attorney unless they are my antithesis, because that could be a problem for someone. You know, maybe your problem is you don't take enough time to look at where you are. Maybe your problem is that you're too frugal. I know people, they'll hold $1 till it hollers. Their kids say, can I go to McDonald's? They ask them, well, how much is in your checkbook? How much in your piggy bank? How much in your bank account? What's on your bank card? For a hamburger, I think a Happy Meal right now is about $1.99. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have a situation going on where you're not financially balanced, then maybe that would be a big deal. I get it. But most of y'all just cheap. Maybe too cheap. Or maybe you ain't cheap enough. The point of the matter is we all have stuff. We all have problems. And when Mama Green said, everybody got problems, you just have to find the person with the problems you can live with, open my eyes. Listen, I've been married and divorced happily happily divorced. I still love him, but he didn't have problems that I could live with. And I probably didn't have problems that he could live with. So go figure. So I don't know who the right person is for you, but I do know that everybody got problems, and you should find the person with the problems you can live with. The other thing I know is a lot about a little, and a little about a lot. But what I absolutely know is you got to keep God up top. It's your girl, Deon Michelle, with Love, Life, and the Law. Ciao.